Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Take My Journey. I'm really excited today because I know there's a lot of you that have been waiting for the series on the old farmhouse renovation. So this is going to be my first video today, and I wanted to give you a little bit of history of our property here. I'm a fifth generation original pioneer. Our homestead was about a mile down the road, our original homestead. And my great-great-grandparents had 8 kids, and one of those kids was my great-grandma Bertha. And when she turned 16, she went about 26 miles away from here and homesteaded her own 160 acres and built a cabin at 16 years old. Imagine that, how things have changed now. When she met my great-grandfather, he had an open house here, not at this property, but up the hill. They met, fell in love. She always admired the property that I'm on now. And so when they got married, they ended up buying the property. Behind me today is the old mill office. And the gentleman who built this house in 1877 was a mill owner. And behind our barn, which I named Bertha after my grandma, is the wheel that's still there from the mill. And this was the mill office. So I thought you'd like to just have a little bit of history of the property. And I am going to start my series on the farmhouse renovation with our farm bunkhouse. And that one was the first one that we did. And at the time, I didn't know that I'd be doing a YouTube channel. So most of what you're going to see in the video today, as far as the pre-remodel, is going to be pictures and me narrating the pictures. And then we'll get into a tour of the remodeled bunkhouse. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know a lot of you have been asking about the farm and waiting patiently, and I thank you all for hanging in there with me and waiting for this video to come out. So stay tuned, and we will take a little walk through the bunkhouse after I do the narrative pictures of what it looked like before. Thank you for joining me today.
Okay, guys, here we are in the living room. You can see there's pine on the floor, on the walls. There's an old light fixture, and the wood trim on the baseboards and around the doors is red. And there's an old chimney hole in the ceiling. Now we're in the kitchen with the old Formica countertops and the floors, linoleum, an old microwave just banged up on the wall there. And now we're in the kitchen during the construction. My husband's putting up a new light fixtures up there, and we did keep the original cabinets. Here's the bedroom before with the pine, the green paint, and the maroon curtains. That was from the old cowboy. And here's the bedroom during the makeover. My husband's working on the walls, painting the wood doors, and we're going to put a farm door. Here's the bathtub and the toilet with the old linoleum and the old vanity. We did keep the original bathtub, and another angle of the bathtub here with all the, here's the bathroom sink. Lovely. That's kind of gross. Yuck. That's the vanity, what it looked like before. And this is the vanity, what looked like on the inside of the vanity. Again, gross. Here's my color board. I used a new gray and renewable gray by Sherwin-Williams. I can't remember the white colors, but it was pretty white. And my flooring that I chose for the bunkhouse.
All right, here we go. Good morning again, everyone. It's a beautiful morning. The sun has come up over the mountains. And here is our little bunkhouse that I was telling you about. And the bunkhouse was built in the 1930s and had a bathroom added on later sometime, probably in the 1950s. So anyway, let's go ahead and take a walk up and see everything after all of the remodel. It's a crisp 35 degrees this morning, and but it's going to be a beautiful day. You'll see I have a little bit of Christmas decorations going on right now. My son, Vincent, and his girlfriend, Mika, are coming to visit tomorrow, and I thought I would tickle them a little bit with some Grinch. All right, everybody. Here we go. This is the living room, which you saw in the previous part of the video. We have new flooring, and the pine walls have now been painted. They were washed heavily, and then my husband put primer on them, probably about 4 coats of primer, and then painted them. Again, my colors are a new gray and renewable gray from Sherwin-Williams. And yeah, this is the living room. This wall here, I don't know if you remember in the pre-video, had a big chimney stack sticking out of there, and it was a big bulge. This wall is not sheetrocked. My husband hand floated this wall out, repaired it, hand floated it, and made it look beautiful. He's very talented in doing that type of work. He also did the same thing in the kitchen. And here we go. We're going to walk into the kitchen. All the appliances were replaced. And I bought this little retro refrigerator, which I thought was really cute. All the artwork and little things like that, and even this table, all of the stuff you can furnish in a very economical way, and those things were from Hobby Lobby. This piece was in my family on my mother's side from my great-great-grandparents, and so it is a special piece, and it's an old pie shelf, safe, I guess you call it, and I just love it. So we added some shelving with the little coffee area. We did new lighting. Light fixtures can make all the difference in the world. I wanted to let you know that these are the original cabinets and countertop. It is Formica, but it had the same colors in it that I was doing throughout the whole place. And we had every intention of replacing those, but it was right during the whole COVID thing, right after, when you couldn't get anything, and it was going to be 8 months to get new cabinets. And we were having a surprise birthday party for my brother-in-law, and so we needed this place to be up and running. This is the chimney from that old, on the other side you saw. This chimney actually goes on to the other side in the bedroom. And you could see through the brick, like light through to the other side of the bedroom. My husband, again, carefully hand did every little nook and cranny with caulking and mud and all kinds of stuff, and just made it look great. You will see in the bunkhouse I have done artwork from my daughter. She's a traveling equine photographer, Gianna Terranova Photography, and I love her work. So of course I'm going to show off my daughter's work. These are horses that are clients of hers that she takes pictures for them. Again, the furnishings, this little table and stool, this is from Target and very economical. This door was a mess, cracks, everything, and my husband pulled it out and did hand work on it, and just caulking, and fixed it, and it turned out beautiful because I wanted to keep the original door. My couch is from Ashley Furniture, and it was only $600, and I needed a couch that was small because this area is small, so I thought it was a good price. These little tables and the table for the TV, also Hobby Lobby. This little guy here, he was the inspiration behind my whole decoration. He was from Pottery Barn Kids, and I got him before we even started on working on this place. I brought him with me, and I said someday when I get it done, he's going in here. He's adorable, my little cow. I just love him. These doors, we decided to put on barn doors for this one and also for the bedroom because it saved room. Here's the bedroom, and it's a small room, as you can see. So my dear friend JJ and her husband, who were here to help us with this renovation, she came up with this idea of doing making our own headboard that we hung on the wall. So these are like plywood with stuffing, and we put a nice black fabric on it, and we hung them on the wall, and that way we could push the bed flat up against the wall to make sure we had plenty of room here. Another piece of artwork that was my daughter's, that's our neighbor's cow up the road, and she was here one Thanksgiving and it was snowing, and she jumped out of the car and took a picture. These little side tables, I got those at Home Depot, and they weren't that expensive, and they're very cute. I love them. Here's the other side of the chimney that my husband worked so hard on and got that all sealed up and ready to go. And these walls were also not sheetrocked. They are all done by hand, floated with mud. And let's take a look at the view that our guests have out here. Not too bad. We did keep this door on for privacy. Has the original handles. Another piece of artwork that is my daughter's. One of her clients has a donkey, and he's adorable. I just love him. So of course we had to have a donkey on the farm. This was my great-grandpa's pipe stand that he handmade, and from my mother's side. And I just thought it was a perfect little piece to go in here. And in here, you will see the bathroom. And another great view out the bathroom window. We were able to keep the original toilet and the original tub, but we did replace that awful looking vanity that you saw in the preview before video, and light fixtures and a mirror. And over here, this shelving was originally here, so we cleaned it up, and my husband painted it and put baskets in for storage of sheets and blankets and towels and all that kind of stuff. And here's the washer and dryer. Like I said, all the appliances were replaced, and so that probably was the biggest expense. And we did replace these windows. Hello. I hope you enjoyed this video of the tour of the bunkhouse, the finishing product. Thank you again for being so patient and joining me on this tour to see the differences between the beginning of the bunkhouse and the after. I hope if you have any questions or comments, you'll leave them below. If you want to know anything about the furnishings or where I got things, I'd be more than happy to share that with you. I've really enjoyed doing this video. There are more to come. I will be doing our guest bedroom and the main house next. I hope you enjoyed the little history about the house, And I hope you all have a very happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and we'll see you soon. Thanks for joining.